Ladies and gentlemen, Raiders Nation, can you believe it? The Las Vegas Raiders, that silver and black juggernaut born from the rebellious spirit of Al Davis himself, are staring down yet another storm in the desert, and this one's brewing right in the coaching room at Allegiant Stadium, the Death Star that's supposed to intimidate, not implode. What happens when you pair a college offensive wizard with a head coach who's got one foot in Seattle's glory days and the other stuck in Vegas quicksand? You get fireworks, folks, but not the kind that end in touchdowns. Buckle up, because tonight, we're diving deep into the Chip Kelly firing, the Pete Carroll drama, and why this mess could either light a fire under the Raiders or bury them deeper than that 2006 season we don't talk about. Let's start with the bombshell that's got everyone from Oakland diehards to LA transplants buzzing. Chip Kelly, the guy who turned Oregon into a track meet and just last year helped Ohio State hoist a college football playoff trophy, is out as the Raiders' offensive coordinator after just 11 gut-wrenching games. Fired Sunday night, hours after a 24-10 thud against the Cleveland Browns that dropped us to a dismal 2-9. That's right, 2 wins, 9 losses, and an offense that's averaging a pathetic 15 points a game, tied for dead last in the league. Kelly, who inked the richest OC deal in NFL history at $6 million a year, lasted longer than some Vegas shows but shorter than a bad blind date. And get this, according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the real culprit isn't just Kelly's play sheet, it's the total lack of cohesion in Pete Carroll's staff. Carroll, our 72-year-old head coach brought in to channel that Seahawks magic, reportedly strong-armed Kelly into running his preferred scheme. No freedom, no flair, just a recycled Seattle offense so stale that opponents are dusting off old Seahawks tape to scout us. One AFC scout even joked they prepped for the Raiders by watching Seahawks film from 2022. Ouch. Now, let's break this down like we're in the film room at Raider headquarters, because here's where it gets really juicy and frustrating for you silver and black faithful. Kelly's no rookie. The man's a tactician who lit up the NFL with the Eagles back in 2013, going 10-6 with a hurry-up attack that had defenses gasping. But in Vegas, crickets. Our offense ranks 30th in total yards at 269 per game, 31st in rushing at a measly 79.5 yards, worse than last year's train wreck under Luke Getsy. And don't get me started on the red zone, 48% efficiency, 28th in the league. Why? Carroll's fingerprints are all over it. Sources say he insisted on under-center zone runs, play-action bootlegs straight out of his Seahawks playbook, and sidelined Kelly's signature spread concepts. Add in a staff stacked with Carroll's guys, his son Brennan calling the shots on the O-line, another son on the staff, and you've got a recipe for frustration. Kelly vented privately about the micromanaging, and honestly, who wouldn't? It's like hiring a Ferrari driver and telling him to idle in a school zone. Picture this: Geno Smith, the vet we traded for to steady the ship after Aiden O'Connell's rookie roller coaster, is leading the league with 13 picks. 13. That's more turnovers than a bakery in the French Quarter. Our first-round stud running back, Ashton Jeanty, the Boise State phenom who rushed for over 2,000 yards in college, is averaging under 4 yards a carry because the scheme's not unleashing him. And wideouts like Davante Adams? The man's a future Hall of Famer, snagging 100-plus balls last year, but he's starving for yards behind this line. Injuries haven't helped. All-Pro tight end Brock Bowers missed 3 games with a knee tweak. Colton Miller's been sidelined since September with a busted ankle, and Jackson Powers Johnson just hit IR with another ankle whack. But let's be real, even with a full roster, this offense was predictable as a Chiefs-Raiders rivalry brawl. Remember that holy roller play in '78? Ken Stabler chucking it backward to end up in the end zone for a win against San Diego? That's the chaos we crave. Not this scripted snooze fest. Zoom out for a sec, Raiders fans, and let's put this in historical context, because nothing stings like comparing it to the glory days. Back in the 70s and 80s, under Al Davis's commitment to excellence mantra, we hoisted 3 Lombardi trophies. John Madden prowled the sidelines with that walrus mustache and a playbook that turned Marcus Allen into a 2,000-yard MVP in '85. The autumn wind is a Raider? Hell yes, those turf-toed warriors from Oakland and LA crushed rivals like the Broncos in the donkey dust-ups and outgunned the Chargers in shootouts that echoed like gunfights in the Old West. Fast forward to now, at 2-9, we're on pace for our worst scoring season since the 2009 Black Hole, when we mustered just 12.3 points a game.